I'm reading the book To Save the Cat for screenwriters and television. Obviously.
No, that's a good book. I read it last year.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I started it last year.
Oh, no, wait. I did it for movies.
Okay. But this one talks about TV shows with, like, how, if you think about old TV shows, like The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, every theme song was basically like, this is what the show's about. Like Gilligan's Island, The Nanny. It's like...
Oh, I love The Nanny.
But if you think, isn't that weird how the theme song was, and then they made a joke about how, like, can you imagine if Breaking Bad was like that? It's like, I was a poor teacher who went on drugs, and now I'm gonna spell math too.
Everyone.
Yeah. Like,
oh my gosh.
but I think we should do a theme song.
No, I like it.
Also, we have some nice drinks today.
Like, I never thought I could do a song, but I've watched enough RuPaul's Drag Race that I've learned anyone can write a song. it might not be the most musically talented, but anyone can write it. Yeah.
Well, you can also just put songs. It's not called Suno. Is it called Suno? The music creating app?
That is, yeah. I think it also does, like, images. I think it does more, like, media.
I don't know what that means.
Like like videos and pictures and sounds. Sounds. You're just making sounds.
Kill. But welcome to this week's episode. Ryan made us some. He made himself a cocktail.
You can really see it. I spilled.
He made me this really nice mocktail.
Yeah, I hope you like it.
I've been trying not to drink it because I was like, oh wait, to the podcast. And you can't see it because it's already melted, but the Hogwarts is the ice inside.
Yeah, we have a Hogwarts Castle ice mold. Thanks, Emily. We're also another new location. Exciting.
Yes. Not to expose more and more of my body dysmorphia, but I felt sitting on couches I looked like a water buffalo. And so now I'm like, let's sit in chairs.
I'm like, this will be better for my posture, although I'm not really like sitting perfectly straight. So we'll work on that.
Also, I'd like to thank Ryan for letting me borrow his hoodie because he keeps his house
toodles.
Freezing. We're at Ryan's house today.
It's like 64.
It is. I actually looked at your thermostat. You have it set at 62.
That's just the heat. So if it gets that cold, it turns back on.
I think most people said it
for the pipes.
I think most people said it. Oh, it's just for the pipes.
Well, I wanted to set it at 60, and then I heard that for your pipes, you really shouldn't go below 62.
Oh my gosh, man!
55, I think, is supposed to be like the critical point.
I remember the first time I stayed with you and Kyler in Salt Lake. I was living in Utah County, and you guys, it was like the middle of winter or the beginning of winter. I was so cold. I think it got down to like 54 or something in the middle. I was so cold. You're like, oh, we don't turn on our heat.
Well, I always told Kyler, because he's the one who gets cold and I'm always hot. So I'm like, you're in charge of the heater. Turn it on when you need to. And if I get too hot, I'll stand outside because it's Utah and it's winter. I
think you guys had like your windows open. It was wild.
Well, I mean, I had my windows open until you told me you were cold.
I know.
That closed them up.
I was like, how are his windows open?
They're still open in my room,
freezing.
So it's nice and chill when I go to bed later.
It's so cold here. I usually run hot. Always. You're the only one. You're the only one who
who's running even hotter.
Yes.
There's a phoenix within me.
Remember when we were in Vegas? And
this is one of my favorite Vegas memories.
So we go to Vegas with Ryan on his work trip, but it was like a work resort. Like it wasn't like you guys were actually working.
No, it was like a retreat. They brought the whole company. They put us all up in
the Links.
I think a few hotels, but
you were at the Links.
I was at the Link. Yeah, it was
Link,
which had only been open for like 2 years at that time. It was pretty new. And like
lately, it's gotten so much bigger. Or at least the parking lot behind it. I'm gonna go park there. I was like, this is a huge open parking lot. It's like a 7-story parking garage now, and it's not free anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, confusing. But anyway, we're at this hotel, and so Ryan invited a lot of us to. He's like, I have a hotel room. Let's all just stay there.
Yeah, we're all single still, and I was like, let's take our group of friends,
drive down. We don't have to buy plane tickets.
But then one of our friends invited their friend, and I was like,
who happened to be like, because they were going out, because this was, I think Salt Lake's gotten better, but if you flew out of Las Vegas internationally, it was like $1,000 cheaper. So a lot of times people would go drive 5 hours to Vegas to save $1,000. Yeah. Which
I've
is,
done
I know
that.
we
You've
did that
done
when we went to
yeah.
Uruguay. So it was one of those like, oh, my friend just wants to hitch a ride and stay in the hotel because he's gonna get a flight the next day.
I was like, sure. There's only 2 beds, and like the 4 of us are using them, so
He can sleep on the floor.
which he was fine with.
But before we go to bed, Ryan had one rule, which was like, you do not touch the thermostat.
I was not about to get hot, or I can't sleep.
Which, it's your own trip. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, do what you want. We're all guests on your trip. I approve. But we all had blankets. He did not have a blanket.
I didn't really think about him.
And then,
But also, in my mind, like, one would just go to the front desk and ask for an extra blanket.
but I think he was from Mexico,
Yeah.
so he doesn't know Vegas culture or
Yeah, that's true.
hotel
I
culture.
mean, he had lived in the U.S. for like less than a year, so
Yeah.
at that time.
But
So he tried to sleep with a towel on the ground.
yep, and he
But
didn't,
I didn't know until the next
he
day
didn't
when I was
get up and
informed.
ask. He just like slept all night with a towel that wasn't even big enough for his body on the ground.
So funny, honestly. When you guys told me the next day, I thought it was so funny. I mean, I felt bad, I guess, for him, but yeah, you could like, I don't know, woke me up and asked me or something. Definitely would have pissed me off less than changing the thermostat.
No, because remember you also, I don't know if I always forget what we've talked about on here, so sorry if this is a broken record, but like when we were in college, we had a roommate that like got mad at us for not waking him to go to general conference.
Yeah.
And you were like, for the record, if you wake me to go to general conference, I will be pissed.
Well, because
It was state conference.
he was so busy all the time. He would get like 3 hours of sleep a night. So we were like, no, for sure he wants to sleep. Turns out we were wrong.
He was going to BYU as like an engineer major, which was really competitive. So he was like in the engineering lab like until like past midnight. While at the same time he was trying to do like the ROTC, which means you get up at 5.
Yes.
So I would go to bed and wake up, and in that time he had come home, went to bed, woken up, and left already.
Crazy.
So one day he just crashed. It was like a Sunday, and we're like, he needs to sleep.
Yeah.
We're helping his health.
But then he stormed through the
He got
room.
so mad.
I can't believe none of you woke me up, and slammed the door on his way out. And I was like, then we had a little roommate meeting where we were all like, would you want to be woken up? So we all just knew how we felt about it.
Yeah.
And we all decided, for the most part, that we're grown adults, and if we want to go to something, we'll set an alarm.
Well, that was the same guy that told me for a Saturday night state conference session. I think I've only, even in my most active days, I think I went to those like
Never.
less than, I can count on one hand, like less than 5 times.
Never even growing up did my family go to those.
Growing up, no. My mom and dad were like, general conference, state conference, word conference are stay at home Sundays.
Yeah.
And I was like, cool. I always thought they were for like the leaders or
And even like
important
half
people.
the time at least, fast and testimony meetings. So first Sunday of the month was stay at home
Stay at home
Sunday.
Sunday.
So that's when the crazies get up, and my mom would be like, "I can't deal with so and so today." So
But sometimes that's the most entertaining Sunday. Like the
Also
crazies
true.
have like an internal clock where they're like, I have an audience that can't leave.
This is very true.
Um,
We had a guy with like a huge like porn stash that would like get up every Sunday. It was just the funniest thing.
But my parents, okay, does this ever happen to you? On Sundays, you knew what time church was. Saturday, I'm the youngest. So Saturday mornings, I always wake up super early with my brother. We go downstairs, make a ruckus, watch TV. Everyone's still asleep. Sundays, we knew church started at a certain time, and it was different every year. But let's say this year it started at 10. We would be in our room and stay so quiet. And then we'd just be watching the clock, and there'd be a certain amount of time where we're like, okay, it's 9:45. Church is 30 minutes away. We're not going. And we're like, and then,
We're good.
but no. We had to wait until it was at least 10, and then we were free. Because every now and then, my mom, it would be like, not only would it be like 9:45, it'd be 9:45, and she'd be mad that we weren't ready yet. And so we're like,
You should have known. We go every week.
yes.
You're like, yeah.
We totally forgot. But my mom's rule was, if you miss 3 weeks, you're less active. If you miss 4 weeks, you're inactive. So as long as you don't break those rules. So we'd like go and then miss like 2 weeks and go and miss 3 weeks, go back, miss 2 weeks.
I love everyone's perception of that. Because my mom was kind of like, as long as we're there 2 Sundays a month, then we're still active.
Yeah. This is really good, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I just made it up.
What'd you put in it?
Oh, it's probably going to sound gross, but it's sugar-free Red Bull.
Oh, it has Red Bull in it. Oh my
That's why I
gosh.
asked if you could have caffeine.
Oh, that's what you meant. I thought you were going to put like...
It's not a full Red Bull, Greg.
I haven't had an energy drink.
It's like 3 ounces.
I don't drink energy drinks anymore, Ryan. I haven't had one since 2019.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Well,
I'm not going to bed tonight.
Good thing you don't work tomorrow.
When you talked about and I was like, yes, I can have caffeine. I'm an adult. I didn't know you meant an energy drink. I thought you were going to put like a soda in there or
I
something.
didn't realize that you like don't have them at all. Oh my gosh, I love a flavored Red Bull.
No, I stopped because it made my heart go bad, and then I went to the hospital.
How many were you drinking?
I only had one.
Oh,
I
wow.
went to your favorite drink place that you taught
Dutch
me.
Bros?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I
love
don't want to
Dutch
say
Bros.
bad things about them on here.
Oh,
But I got like one of their Red Bull things because you taught me about that in California, and then they came here. I was like, sweet. And I was going on a road trip to Idaho. It was 2020. I was going on a road trip to Idaho. My friends were already there. I was like, I'll just meet you there because I had to work. I was teaching like a solo dance class that night.
okay.
So I just went there. I was like, let me grab this, and I'll drive like 2 hours to the, Boise or not Boise, Pocatello,
I was
whatever.
like, that's like 5 hours.
I know, it was not.
You were flying.
But I was like 9 o'clock at night. I was like, let me just get a Red Bull. And then like that whole weekend, I had such bad like chest pain, like tightening of the chest. And so then I went home on Sunday, and I was like, let me look this up. And it says, any sort of chest pain, go to the hospital immediately. So I did. And then they were like, we don't know what's wrong with you.
Oh my gosh.
It was wild. Yeah, they did a CT scan, and they said, you have no blood clots, but there's like spots in my lungs where there's like not, like there's like blockage. And so they're like, it's acting as though you have blood clots, but it's like, but because you don't have blood clots, it's more like pneumonia. But they're like, we'll give you antibiotics. And so then they did, and they got better. But
You gotta love when the doctors don't know what's going on.
it's also 2020, so they're like, it might be COVID, but we don't know what COVID is yet. Yeah, so like,
That's fair.
yeah. So then I decided from then on out I was never gonna drink energy drinks again, and I didn't. So, except for right now, apparently. So I will say, it tastes pretty good.
It also has pineapple syrup and orange juice in it.
For the record, it's very good. So, I'm not going to bed tonight.
Yay!
But that was a side tangent. But we did have stuff we want to talk about today.
Yes, let's start with Heretic.
Yes.
So I finally watched it. I wanted to see it when it first came out, but then like I missed it in theaters, and once I miss a movie in theaters, it's real hit or miss after that. So and it didn't get nominated for an Oscar, which means it was more
It
of a
did?
miss than a hit. No, it didn't.
Oh, okay.
So-
It's like, there's no way.
Because like if something is nominated, now there's more of a chance I'll still see it.
Yeah.
Because we host the Oscar party every year. And,
Yeah.
But no, so I had heard from most people that they didn't care for it that much, and also that it was different than what they expected. So
Well, I think both. It's funny because I feel like you have like the Mormons who hated it for one reason, and then the regular people who hated it for another reason, and so it was just hated.
I don't know if I would say I hated it, but I didn't really like it that much.
Really? I liked it
It was
a lot.
okay.
Maybe I'm the special kind of weird Mormon that likes that.
I felt like it started off pretty strong,
Mm-hmm.
and then I don't know, about halfway through is where for me it starts to go downhill, and then I really hated the ending.
Well, it makes a giant change. It makes us the whole tone switches in the middle end.
Yeah.
But here's what I liked about it.
Yes.
I like that it kind of teaches like the dangers of being polite, if you will. Like I feel like there's so many people, especially with women, that are just so afraid of not being polite that they'll put themselves in stupid situations. Like there's red flag after red flag after red flag.
And you're still just like convincing yourself, well, no, because they said this. And it's like, actions speak louder than words.
Exactly. Like, this guy, like, listen to the red flags.
But I will actually say that's one of the points I really liked about the film as well, because if there's one thing to know about...
Sorry. Your dog, what did he get?
He's like, let me play with me. I'm picking up this toy. If there is one thing about Utahns and like Mormons in Utah, it's that they're nice. Like, not kind, not good. They're nice. And like, I'm sure many are also kind and good and whatever, but like, that is like the thing about Mormons. So I thought they captured that so well. It's like, they're not gonna like, they don't want to make this man uncomfortable and like challenge any of these things he's saying, even after he's like, there's a pie in the oven. And then they realize it's a candle and like all of these little things. And they're still just like,
he's like, you have to go out the back door because the front door locks automatically.
Right, and I'm like, there are two of you and one of him. Just attack this man.
Yeah.
Like,
so as you know, Mr. Stephen Sondheim was credited to teach us that nice is different than good.
that is my favorite song and line from that musical.
I'm surprised you didn't call it out. I was like, it's right there, man.
Oh, it's my favorite. It's so good.
So good.
Anyway, what else did you like?
Well, I like how it kind of shows the dangers of being polite, and then how like if you don't listen to the red flags, you put yourself in an even worse situation. But then he got into the second room where it's like kind of a giant like puzzle. I felt like everything was like if you go like or a giant riddle, like if you go through this door, if you go to that door, then this and that.
Oh yeah, like the game room where he's explaining Monopoly.
Yes, and I like this
landlord's villa or whatever it's called.
Yeah, like the knockoff, but the original.
The original.
Yeah. But I thought it was interesting. As a Mormon watching this movie, I felt like the sister missionaries, the actresses, I think they were Mormon or at some point. I thought
like anyone in Hollywood.
Yeah, like Amy Adams was Mormon too, apparently. But I thought they portrayed sister missionaries accurately.
I agree with that.
Because so many times you watch Mormons
especially
on
the random conversations they're having in the beginning as they're like tracting.
Yes!
I was like, this is so real.
I don't think Mormons talk about or missionaries talk about stuff, and she's like, they're talking about porn. And
yeah, she's like, so sister, do you watch a lot of porn? Gosh, no. And it's like, then where did you see what you're describing?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I learned so much about how much guys watch porn on my mission from companions. Like, I was like, oh, everyone does it.
Yeah, I learned a lot about how there's really bad sex ed out there. I have companions asking me things all the time, and I was like,
well, in Utah, there's
that's
probably...
what you think about sex? I was like, you're weird.
Well, Utah doesn't have sex ed, but they do in Virginia and California.
Most of my companions were from like Latin American countries, though,
Oh.
and even them, yeah, just a lot of weird questions.
But so I thought the movie depicted the church very well. The only thing is that people were like, this would never happen, is that the elder that was supposed to go look after
Was by himself.
Was by himself, yeah.
I said that. I told Kyler that too. I was like, it's really frustrating because they accurately did so many things, and then to randomly put Topher Grace.
Topher Grace. Oh, I'm like, Eric from that 70s show.
I was like watching him, and I was like, shut up. For some reason, this feels correct. It's a good casting choice.
Well, he's also way too old, like unless he's a senior missionary.
Yeah. Well, that's at first I was like, did they send the mission present? Like, which too young for that, but
yeah,
still,
that's what I'm saying.
Just like
they don't know what a missionary is because they're like, let's just send this random guy
by himself.
Yeah, missionaries are either like young because they do it right before college or right in their college age, or you do it as like a senior after you retire. There's like really, unless you're a woman.
You get a few people who do it like at 26, 27, like the cutoff, but
28. My companion was 28.
Oh,
because 30 is the cutoff, so you have
I
to.
thought it was 26.
It's 30's the like cutoff age. So then
because it's
or is
28 to go.
28's to go, and so then you have to. Yeah. So I think if you can't turn 30, I think is the thing. So I think it's like 27.
Because then you can't be in the singles ward.
Now you can. You know they changed that?
Really?
Yeah, it's now to 35.
Honestly, it's probably smart just for like the PR of it all, and if you're wanting people to still try and get married or whatever.
Well, the whole like, don't even get me started with like the hierarchy of like single people, like the lack of hierarchy of single people. Like there's a lot of issues in the church, and like one of them is like the patriarchy, but another one is, I don't know, the matrimony.
It's like
they genuinely
like you're not worth anything unless you're married.
they treat single people like second-rate citizens, and having been single still my whole life, it's kind of annoying when you're like in your 30s and you're being treated like a baby.
It's even worse for girls.
It's even worse for women, yeah, because they'll never get leadership.
Yeah.
But it's bad because you're like in your 30s and there's like a 23-year-old who's a bishop somewhere. Like
because
what?
he's married.
Because he's married. And,
He's so enlightened.
and it's not like, obviously age is just a number, and that's the thing. Age is just a number, and anybody can be like a good leader at a certain part, but that's the thing. Why marriage shouldn't be a
Right,
thing.
then why does marriage somehow make you more qualified
Right.
or not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Piss me off. Anyway, but so Topher Grace.
Yeah, so
Eric.
yeah, that part they got wrong.
He would not be that old. He would not be by himself. Missionaries always have a companion.
I felt like
Although, go ahead.
oh no.
Have you noticed in Utah, ever since COVID, there's a lot more of this like MTC at home,
Oh yeah.
and you'll see random missionaries out with their family.
They're still doing that?
Yes. I think the church is really big on the fact that like everyone's depressed now, and so they're like, please,
Well, I think
we'll do anything, just go on a mission, please.
if I don't know this, I guess, but I feel like I've heard that more and more missionaries are coming home early from their mission.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like
Well, they're allowed to call home. They're allowed to like
do whatever they want.
they do whatever they want. They'll have a video chat like their
Right.
family anytime they want.
Yeah.
Basically,
Which like good, probably makes it less dramatic, but
I don't know. For me, I would have hated that.
I don't think I would have, since I literally I found in a place of my mission, we found a telephone, so random, hooked up in the janitor's closet. And I was like, free phone, call the US. And I called my friends at BYUI that I grew up with and talked to them.
How did you have
And I
their
called
phone number?
I memorized them. I knew them because that was our generation.
I did not. Nope. Once I got my first cell phone in 8th grade, I stopped memorizing phone numbers.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I have a pretty good memory for numbers though, and so like once I've memorized it, it's there forever. I could call my ex-girlfriend right now.
I guess I know my childhood phone number, but I don't remember anyone. I didn't memorize other people's phone numbers.
Yeah.
because-
Well, I knew all their cell phone numbers, so
So
I
you
called
called them?
a few of my best girlfriends from high school. I was like, yeah, I felt like I was in exile in that town. I was in Beijing,
Yes.
middle of nowhere, and it was so nice.
See, I just think I wouldn't, because my family wasn't really big. They're still not very big on like chatting. So there's times where I'd be like at the Seabur, the internet cafe.
Yeah. I was like, wait, what are those called?
And I'd just be sitting there waiting for my companion to finish writing their family because I wouldn't have anything to say or haven't received anything. But
And then you didn't, while you were like waiting for them to finish, you didn't like watch anime?
no, I was
Me and 90% of the Latinos did
yeah,
that.
I know. But I was also cheap and poor, so I was like, I'm not gonna pay for it if I'm not gonna use it.
It's like 7 pesos an hour. Well, I guess it depends where you are, but
Yeah, I don't remember. I was ripping up paper to write letters.
I was watching over and over Carly Rae Jepsen's "Call Me Maybe" music video. Too many hot people in that video. And I was a repressed missionary.
I will say music on my mission. So the Adele's 21 album came out when we were in Uruguay, and for some reason Uruguay music was cumbia, which is like air horns and maracas.
Most of it sounds like the whole way.
And then there's an air horn. Like,
Yeah.
I
I was like, I can't make that sound.
And yeah, well, Wachiduros, remember them?
G, do, except for every single artist did this. Be, ne. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Anyway, so that was the music, and then out of nowhere, they're like, but also we love Adele, and she was like somewhat new, and everyone, at least I don't, maybe it was just my experience in Freventos, is that like our apartment neighbor next door, she listened to Adele nonstop.
Oh, that's cool.
And it was amazing. And then we were in a grocery store and we listened to it, and I was like, I just sat in the grocery store so I could keep listening to it.
In Montevideo, there was a store called El Disco.
The disco.
The disco.
Okay.
And they had like a track that they played for their music. And so I knew every night, like between 9 and 9:10, they would be playing This Kiss by Carly Rae Jepsen. And I was like, we have to be at the store. Or like if I heard a car driving down the street, you saying Adele reminded me because I heard Rolling in the Deep going down. It was driving past and I was like, let's go this way. Let's follow the car.
Rolling in the Deep. It was like the Adele's 21 album was like Uruguay's anthem that year, I feel like.
There were very few like U.S. artists whose music I heard down there.
Titanium came out that year too, and that was played everywhere as well.
That was everywhere. I heard Rihanna's S&M. Great song.
I heard Rihanna's, well, people would ask at me. They're like, what is she saying? And she's like, we found our love in a hopeless place. And I was like, I don't know what she's saying. I don't know how to translate this. It's like she found love without hope. I don't
Over there.
Yeah.
There were a few like the most popular genre was like that Uruguay cumbia,
Brazil.
but there were a few. Was it Brazilian cumbia?
No, I just remember in the song. What was that song that came out? It was really popular. Ai te pego, ai.
Oh,
Nossa, assim você me mata.
I forgot about
Ai.
this.
What did they say? I something about doing someone. There was whole like dance moves where you like thrust the air.
What song is
Seu te
that?
pego, ai,
Yeah.
seu te pego.
What is that song?
Nanina, assim você me mata.
I cannot
seu
remember
te
what the
pego.
song.
I think that's the
Do you know
song.
who sings it though?
No. I don't know the
I
artist.
have to look this up.
But that was a Portuguese
Well, because I
song.
feel like there were like two very popular. I want to say they were both Brazilian singers, but it was Gustavo Lima and Michael Tello, who both had pretty popular songs there. There was what's the other one?
Eu quero chu.
I
Eu quero
love
chá.
that one.
Eu quero chu. Cha cha chu chu cha. chu.
That there was the one. What is it called?
No idea. Was it like cumbia?
Gustavo Lima y você. What is that one?
I think I told you all the Portuguese songs I know.
I'll have to look this up. Sad.
Sad.
But then there was Jesse e Joy.
The Cor de Corazon?
So good.
That was a good
called
song.
Them, I called them Spanish Lady Antebellum. Lady A now. Sorry.
Oh.
But that's who I thought they kind of sounded like. So
There was like a Christian Spanish band singing. It was like Yo te extrañaré. Te lo por seguro. Oh my gosh, what is that? It was basically he's like singing about his girlfriend that died and went to heaven, and she's like, Ya no llores por mí. Yo estoy en un lugar llena de luz. Which translates to, don't cry for me, I'm in a place full of light.
Lucky.
Oh, yeah, I like that song because that guy goes crazy. He's like,
I loved Fuiste tú.
okay, I know that one too.
Oh, such a good one.
Or, yo no sé mañana si estaremos juntos. Nope, never
I
mind.
don't think I know that one.
That one's a good one too.
There's Te Esperaré.
I love that one. That was
really
like the
good
worst auto tune. I remembered that rap.
So good.
I like would play it on repeat to memorize the rap. So when I got home from my mission, I could rap in Spanish, and people were like,
so impressed. Like, yeah, I definitely didn't practice for like 40 hours, but
yeah, it just comes to me because I'm so fluent.
In fact, I freestyled this.
Yes. Oh gosh. I'm trying to see if I remember it. Oh nope, I can't do it.
Yeah, that's the one.
Medio voz.
Frente al mar. Just a little pieces of lyrics in my mind. It's really bothering me. I can't remember that Gustavo Lima one. It's like, what is it?
Microphone's
I want to say it's like that's not right. It's something like that because
like,
it's just sounds.
Sounds like circus music.
What is it? No, you know it. It's like.
Nope.
What is it?
Can you look it up on your phone?
No, because it's recording it.
Oh shit! Do you look it up on my phone?
Yes.
What's it? I mean, you don't know what it's called, but what could it be called?
It's called like ba da 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 da.
Let's do that. Let's wrap up Heretic after looking at this music. Overall, I give Heretic a C+.
Yeah, okay, I probably agree with that. Here's how I felt. Like the beginning I thought was like going a little more like philosophical and actually making people like question their beliefs.
Yeah.
And I liked that.
But then he became psycho.
But then it did become more of a horror movie. And I was like, maybe it wasn't possible to do horror with that theme. But then, because yes, it goes from him being like this inquisitive, like, I want them to question their faith, to like, to he's a conspiracy theorist, to he's a psychopath.
Yeah.
Which, that's what
he
ruined it for me,
slit
though.
her
Because
wrist-
it's like in the beginning, he almost like, we all should question our beliefs to like, grow and build and make sure we believe what we believe. Like, not questioning your beliefs is just stupid and being like blind.
Yeah.
And so I thought it was like cool that it had this like philosophical take, but then because he becomes a psychopath, to me it like nullified everything he said before, and so that made me dislike it. Oh
Yeah.
Oops.
I do think like it made a massive turn, and when he killed her, I was like, oh my gosh, that can't be real. But then it was real. And then, do you think? Okay, wait, before we play it, one more thing.
Okay.
Do you think the girl died in the end? The second girl? Because some people, I thought she got away, and they're like, no, because she envisioned the butterfly, like she's free now, she's dead. And I was like, well, that sucks. I just assumed they found her and she didn't die.
I thought the girl who was alive was the one who said she turned into a butterfly.
No, but both.
Which is why I was confused.
Well, one died.
Right.
And the second
one... But it's the one who lived who said she turned into a butterfly.
But then at the very end, it's like she's about to die, and then a butterfly lands on her, as if she just entered into a butterfly. And people are like, it's because she died.
To me, that doesn't make sense, because how would she be her and the butterfly?
I don't know.
To me, it was like the other girl became the butterfly, but I was like, but she didn't say she wanted to be a butterfly. So I didn't like it. But I also didn't like that after she stuck the blade through his throat, he took it out and then still managed to follow her up 3 rooms and then down into another room and stab her. I was like, this is not real. This is not real. If the other girl had what looked like a paper cut on her neck and nearly died and then apparently came back to life and died later, how did he live through that? So I didn't like that. Other girl, yes, I know you can kill someone by slitting their throat with a box cutter, but...
Oh, I can't.
But what he did looked like a paper cut to the side of her neck, and I was like, doesn't look real. And then she, I guess, just passed out because she comes back to life and hits him in the head with a board of nails later.
Oh, yeah, that too.
And I was like, how did I come back alive?
Like, you bled out.
Exactly. Like, how are you alive right now? And then, which, like, okay, sure, you're alive. But then but then you died immediately after you hit him in the head? No.
I mean, classic Hollywood.
Come
Like
on.
with her last burst of energy, she saved her.
Yeah, no. So I hated the whole ending. Yeah, I really liked the beginning. The middle was and I hated the ending. It just got worse.
It just got worse.
Yes.
Cool.
So maybe just a C. Just a C.
I will say, yeah, I think a C. I think I gave a C plus for like how well was the church acted? Like, was it fake? So I gave it a C plus for that.
Yeah. Okay, but now I do know the song. Now that I heard the half a second of it.
Okay.
Oh
yeah. Che, 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 che.
Gustavo Lima y você. See, I knew there was that.
Wait, yep, I know now.
I knew it. And if you play it, then you dance like this.
Che, che, che.
That's why I was like, because my companion from Sao Paulo would always dance to this song, like. Y depois namorar.
The next crack. Okay, now I know the song for this. Oh, there's words. Quiero curtir con você na madrugada.
I want to flirt with you in the middle of the
Good
night.
job. Dançar, pular.
I know these lyrics. That's the only reason why.
Dançar, pular. Até o sol raiar. This is Portuguese, by the way, not Spanish. That's why I'm
That's
struggling.
why it's a. I don't want to say butchered, but.
Rude.
Where's the nasal?
I just decided. So I'm trying to drink less Coke Zero because it's bad for you. Aspartame apparently causes cancer. Whatever.
I haven't really met a soda that's like
Good.
100% healthy for you.
Right.
That are healthier for you.
Well, they have all these prebiotic sodas that have like less sugar and no artificial sugars.
But they still have carbonation.
I know.
So say goodbye to your ovaries.
I don't have ovaries. Okay.
No, you're like the general you. That's what I learned from Mary Cosby.
Oh, okay.
Is it wait Crosby?
Cosby. It's Cosby. Like
okay.
the Cosby Show.
Okay, yeah. Just want to make sure.
Yeah. But I mean, little by little. Okay. Eventually, maybe I'll get rid of carbonation, but only when a doctor says stop it, will that be the time? But so I'm trying to drink less Coke Zero, and so I try to do these drinks, like prebiotic, like Poppy and Olipop, and I just hate them. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just drink
Coke.
Coke.
What it is. I hate them.
Yes. What's that favorite line from La La Land? Like, what don't you like about it? I mean, when I listen to it, I don't like the way it sounds. What do you mean you don't like it? I mean, when I hear it, I hate it. But so I decided I'm just gonna drink less, but it's gonna be a Coke Zero. The end.
Okay. It's gonna be a Diet Pepsi for me, but
See? It's good. So I'm learning moderation.
Hey.
But some may say that that's just another version of all or nothing. Because I'm like, I'm not doing a moderation soda. I'm still going to do that soda. But just less.
Speaking of beverages, I finally found Lisa Barlow's tequila.
Yes.
Vida Tequila. Which I also think it's funny that I have to be like, I finally found it. Like, why is it not more readily available where she lives?
Right.
Especially because on the show, everywhere they go, it seems like they have Vida Tequila. And it's like, then why is it so hard to find
Well, she
it?
always orders it at a restaurant. Which, to be fair,
planted.
Yeah, it's so planted. When she's on that show, she's like, a Vida Tequila, please. And I'm like, this place does not have Vida Tequilas.
Right. I don't understand why she doesn't sell it
She
here,
says
though.
Vida Cocktail. I'm like, what does that even mean?
Oh, yeah. I want a Vida cocktail. Just any tequila cocktail made with my tequila.
Yes.
But
you tried it. You got it. You tried it.
I tried it.
Do you want to bring it out?
Because
you said-
Because
Because you told me you liked the way the bottle looks.
Okay, fine. I'll bring it out.
Okay. I'll just holler at you while you get it. But I remember I told you this, but we didn't get to talk about it. I actually saw Lisa Bar. I finally ran into someone of all these. This whole time, I'm like, how is it in my whole life living in Utah? Well, not life. How is it since watching these shows last year? I've never ran into any of the housewives or the Mormon wives.
Did you go talk to her?
No. This is what happened. I was at the
How
airport.
was that? I love that. Just like right next to her.
What happened was walking down the hallway, and it was her husband, her, and her son were coming from the other way in the airport.
Was he coming back from his mission?
No, it was the younger
He's
son.
already done that, I assume.
Probably. It was the youngest son. And I was walking, I was picking up my girlfriend. I had like flowers, because I'm a good boyfriend. You got the flowers, actually. I told her that.
Because I'm a good best friend.
Yes. I was running late that day. Ryan was coming over. I'm like, can you pick up my girlfriend flowers for me? Which,
and I picked out great ones.
yeah, she loves them.
Great.
And she said thank you, because I told her you got them.
Awesome.
Yes. But I'm bringing flowers, and then I noticed him before I noticed her. And I was like, that guy looks familiar. And then I was like, it clocked. And my face was probably like, I can't hide my expressions on my face. I was probably like, I would look so like surprised, and then like cartoon eyes coming out of my face, and then I immediately looked. I was like, oh, he's not important. And I looked next to him, and I saw Lisa.
I will say, I really like him though. Like,
he's the best house
show.
husband. Yeah. Lisa's like has him. She's kind of like saddled up in his arm, like walking, and I was like,
oh,
and then like a part of me was like, there. At this point, we're about to cross paths. And I was like, do I whip my phone out and take a picture? It's obvious that he saw me, but she didn't. He knows that I recognize them.
He's like I clock that.
He's gonna know if I'm like.
He's probably prepared for some kind of photo op or something.
But I just feel like that must be so annoying for them. I don't want to be disrespectful.
I feel the same way. I've seen a few people. I'm one of too many excursions probably to Vegas. But I always just feel like I can't go up to them. I'm like, I would probably hate if people did that to me all the time.
I've never seen any celebrity.
No, always like social media famous people.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Especially, I feel like celebrities would even be nicer than the housewives. I think the housewives would not be nice if you like walked up to them.
I like to think Heather would be so nice to me.
Yes.
She would just instantly know that we would be friends and it would be fine.
Well, especially when it's like someone you don't like. What are you going to say? Like, I don't like you. Like,
right? Like if I saw Brittany, I'd be like, "Guys, that's Brittany." I wouldn't be like, "Brittany."
Yeah.
No.
Right. My body count here.
Right. Like, actually, she might try to record something private. I'm not talking to her.
Yes. But you have the tequila.
Yes, and I will say I do like the bottle. I think it's like a fun shape. When I saw it on the show, I was like, okay, I don't know. And then, yeah, when I picked it up at the liquor store, I was like, actually, no, I like it. So I wasn't sure what to expect. Like, I had looked on Reddit and stuff to see what people were saying about it. And some people were like, it's so good. And I was like, these people must love Lisa. And then some people were like, it's so bad. And I was like, these people must hate her. And the majority of people were like, it's like a mid-level tequila. And
it says HO in Mexico, which for our Spanish speakers, or non-Spanish speakers, that means made in Mexico.
And I would have to agree with the people who said it's mid. I think it's like a mid-shelf tequila. I would compare it to like, I normally buy like 1800. And like, that's what I kind of feel like it is.
What's 1800?
It's something I would prefer to. 1800 is just a brand of tequila. It's something I would more likely. I would do a shot of this. And I would say actually, I feel like has kind of a strong, almost like lime zest flavoring to it, which like is great because I eat limes usually when I do a shot of tequila. But
yeah.
It's probably one I would more choose to make a cocktail out of than do a shot of.
I see.
Based on the flavor.
Is Patron your favorite tequila? Isn't that like the end-all best tequila?
It's like
the Coca-Cola of
Coke. But people who really love tequila will be like, Patron is disgusting. But I really like Patron. And like, what is the one I should try then? And keep in mind, I live in Utah, so my options are pretty limited. Like, I can only get what is at a state-owned run liquor store.
Didn't you just tell? You told me you got like the gay one, the Five Husbands.
Oh yeah. Vodka.
Oh, that was vodka.
It's vodka.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry.
It's called. They're Five Wives. I bought the Five Husbands for Pride Month.
It's so cool. That just changed it to Five Husbands for Pride.
And yeah. That I thought it was pretty good, and especially for the price. Like, yeah, that's a great one.
Oh, sorry. Off topic. I thought that was a tequila.
Nah.
We only talk about tequila on this podcast.
But I mean, it's no like I will not drink Jose Cuervo. Sorry, but that was the first tequila I
hear
ever
that,
had, and
Jose?
I was like, I don't think I like tequila. And then I think the second one I had was Patron, and maybe that's why I like Patron because it saved me from hating tequila.
Patron, I think most people say that in their lives. They're like, Patron has been my savior.
Yeah.
like Jesus and then Patron.
And then Patron.
Yeah.
It's always there for me.
It's like one or the other.
But yeah, I feel like generally if I'm making a cocktail or having a drink, it's tequila or whiskey. So
Whiskey.
Yeah.
You're such a country guy. That's a country thing, right?
Maybe like
It's like whiskey's like the American liquor. Tequila's the Mexican liquor.
I'll pretty sure make whiskey in Ireland.
No, whiskey's like the South. Like it's known for being American.
The Jameson factory is literally in Dublin.
Ugh.
There are American whiskeys, Irish whiskeys, and Scottish whiskeys.
Oh.
Well, actually, Scottish might just be Scotch.
I think because Scotland has Scotch, and then like Russia has vodka. I thought whiskey was like American. But
I think there are American
But maybe like
versions of
most
it.
American things,
Yeah.
it's actually not American, and we just took it and turned it
And
American.
made our own thing out
Yeah.
of it. Yeah. Look, I'm not gonna pretend to know the most about liquor.
Wine is Italian, and then
and
champagne
also French,
is French.
right? Or
Unless it's Ryan.
I guess I don't know. I don't know where. Is there like an origin of wine? I feel like so many places make wine.
Well, I think if I think of wine, I think of like Italy is where it started.
Is that where it started?
I don't know. I don't drink.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, did vodka start in Russia,
think so.
or is that just where it's the best?
Potatoes. Yes.
I thought the Irish do potatoes.
Yeah.
I didn't go to culinary school
But I love
because my mom said I'd be poor if I did.
Yeah. But isn't there a wine called Ryan? Or is it called like Dave? There's like a wine
There's
that's
a Josh.
A Josh. That's the stupidest name
Like,
for a wine.
My coworker, she's the one who actually introduced me to that. It's like such a basic wine, but she's like, yeah, but it's just good enough that if I'm traveling and I don't really know which one to buy, if there's like a small selection, it's like, oh, yeah, Josh will do.
They could have even called it like Hosh, like something a little bit more exotic.
But yeah, the Real Housewives. Okay,
So are you finished?
break it
Are you
down.
finally finished?
No, I on the first episode of They Got to Greece.
You can get your life together, man.
I know. I'm almost caught up. Well, this season's been long.
Wait,
because
this is a long season.
They put the Watch
boat?
What Happens Live with Andy Cohen in between the episodes.
Yeah.
And I don't really watch that show. And I probably will continue to not do so. But for me, I think I prefer interviews that are more natural conversation feeling. That said, I can respect keeping the conversation moving. And that is what Watch
Andy
What
Cohen.
Happens is like. He's like, we have this segment, we have this segment. That segment, look over here.
I think it's great. I think Andy Cohen has to deal with. I said that. I chose those words.
Oh, I
on
love
purpose.
watching him during the reunions. Honestly, it just
He
makes
has
me
to
want to watch the
deal
reunions of
with
other Housewives
unhinged
seasons.
adult women so often. He's like, nope, back to this, stop. Like,
No, honestly, like, and he'll just like.
well,
I
after
love it, just
after
the
watching the
honesty.
Mormon Wives reunions, I'm like, they need to get Andy Cohen to run these.
Yeah, I didn't like.
Either of them. Have there only been
There only
two?
been two. There was who was the guy that did one of?
I don't know. He sucked.
Is he the Vile Files
Yeah,
guy?
whatever. He sucks.
I agree. He was giving too much of his opinion, and I was like,
Who
"You're not a
are
part
you?
of this. Okay, you got asked to host this. Like, stay. Like, get them to talk.
Well, then him and his wife got
Yeah, because they do
raped-
their podcast together.
They got raked under the coals because they had like a classic like where are the kids situation with Whitney. Did you hear about this?
No.
Like, so a very common sexist thing to say when a woman is successful is like, where are her kids? And they did that. They're like, well, Whitney's in Chicago who's taking care of the kids? It's like
She's
her husband.
yeah. They are married and they are his kids too. And
Yeah.
And he has actually been very vocal about how he
He's a stay-at-home dad, and he loves it.
and totally good with it.
Yeah.
And he found magic.
And even if he wasn't, it's called a nanny. Even if he wasn't, like, so many men in successful industries hire nannies.
Right.
And no one
like,
bats
what would
an
be the
eye or
problem
asks
with
a
that?
question. No one asks a man where is this a classic thing? But it was just wild. It was like,
So
wow, you guys
frustrating.
really asked that question.
Right.
And
And good. They should be raked over.
Whitney
the
had the
coals
best
for it.
response, which was no response for a while. And then she was like, well, I think the internet's already attacked them. And they, like, she's like, basically.
She's like, my fans stood over me. I have an army. We're
Yeah.
good.
Well, she's like, I think that, like, the world has already told them themselves that they were wrong. Like, I was like, that's the best answer ever.
Honestly, I just keep, like, and the fact that she's leaving the show, I just think so good for her because, like, she found a real career and made a life. And, like,
You know, she's
all these other girls are still just in their petty drama on the show. I just saw that apparently Michaela blocked Jesse. Yeah. Did
I
you see
send?
this?
I think I sent it to you.
Oh, did you?
It's like, what's going on? Like,
And
Michaela's
Jesse's like, I thought I was good because I'm good with Macy. And Michaela's like, yeah, but you're enabling these people, and I don't want anything to do with that
and
anymore.
then Macy blocks Taylor, and Taylor blocked Michaela.
Oh, I didn't know that. Is there going to be a season 5 or what?
Like, Jen's gone, Whitney's gone, Demi's gone, and then it's like
this was just a little blip in
Michaela
time.
and Macy hate everyone else.
And I love that it all started from a swinging event.
Taylor.
So good.
So who's left? Taylor ? And Layla ?
Layla, I will say, like, in the last season, she was, like, finding her footing a little more, but she is a little bit...
Oh, and Miranda.
Up until then, it was, like, just go with the flow and, like, not really... So...
Miranda is right now the only one that I think is, like... That's still in it. That is, like... She's cool.
I do really like her, although I don't understand, like, why not divorce? If you're going to say that you're divorced, why not be divorced? Get divorced, girl.
Is she not divorced yet?
No.
Oh.
At least, like, that's... Of course, I'm getting my news from social media. But people are saying that they're still on paper married.
Mormon married or law married? Or both?
Yeah, it's like civilly.
Yeah.
And so why? Like, you talk about you're divorced, you act like you're single, be divorced. And also, all of you, stop even talking to Chase. Like, obviously you have kids with Chase, you have to talk to Chase. But, like, everyone else, what is wrong with you? You all talk about how terrible he is, and then why do you still
Layla
talk to
dated
him?
him. Taylor was with him.
No, Layla dated...
No, she dated him first.
Also, and then his brother?
Yes, that was the whole thing.
I don't understand people who could do that. That's weird.
It's weird. Well, because Jesse, because they made a joke on one of the reunions, like, which one kisses better? And Jesse was like, I was going to ask you which one's bigger.
Look, I will say Mason's the more handsome one. So
he's CrossFit Jesus, as they called him.
Oh,
on the show.
Yeah, I could see that.
Do you even watch that show, Ryan?
Partially.
But
well, sometimes I have to look away because it's rough.
But housewives, so they went on the boat.
Yeah, to the Gen X version of this show.
The Mormon wives in 15 years.
So, yeah, they've done a lot of trips this season, honestly. I need to be on one of these shows just for the trips.
Oh, I'm so excited. So you went to the cruise. So that you have the part where Brittany's like, Meredith is always having seizures. And then she's like, how you're a vile person. And then Bronwyn's sitting in between them and she's like, see, right now you're having a seizure. And Bronwyn's like, stop saying seizure. Clearly that triggers her.
Right.
And then she throws water on her.
Bronwyn is like the most socially intelligent of them. Like, Heather is fairly socially intelligent, but she leads with her emotions, and so she gets blinded a little too much sometimes. Yeah, so they did the RV thing, which I think we talked about previously a little bit. Like, I was just touching on that. But we finished that out, and they went through, like, they camped in Provo Canyon. I was like, where? Like, in Provo Canyon? Is it off, like, Jordanelle, do you think? Like, where's an RV park over there?
There's tons of little parks and
I think it's off towards Strawberry Fields.
in Provo Canyon.
Because that's not technically Provo Canyon anymore.
No.
Strawberry Field.
Strawberry Lake. Strawberry Fields is the Beatles.
Strawberry Bay? I don't think it's called Lake, though.
Strawberry
Bay.
Strawberry Fields
I don't know.
forever.
It's something out there. It's past Heber.
Strawberry Lake. No, I think there's a
Turn
part.
right at Heber and keep driving.
There's a part in Utah Canyon where you turn right and then you like go in for a while. I've had so many campfires out there. It's kind of nice. I mean, you lose service, you die. You could die.
Yeah, there's some ghost apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, the RV thing was so funny to me, especially that Mary's name got attached to it because she was like, I don't do this. Why am I a part of this?
Yes.
Angie, I love Angie though. Like I could see, her heart was in the right place. I could see what she was going for. Wrong group of people.
Yes.
She makes up for it, I assume, but I'm only just now getting to Greece with the girls, so we'll see how Greece goes.
What part of Greece are you in?
Like literally, they just got
Okay.
there. So I probably have 3 episodes, and then I assume it goes into the reunions from there. But because I'm on episode 16, but
Have they been kicked out of a restaurant yet? No. Okay, cool.
Oh my god, I can't wait.
Okay.
But they go on the mega yacht or whatever it's called, which cool.
Angie's like sick the whole
and
time.
What's it called? Where are they? Canawan?
I have no idea. It's
Me
fun.
neither.
It's a crossover with the show
Never
Below Deck.
heard. Oh, I wondered at first if that's what the cast was from, but then I was like, I don't think that's what these people are from.
Yeah, because you kind of notice because they start to like
The way they interact on the ship feels
Well, yeah,
very Below Deck.
usually the on the Housewives they treat like the help like that, like they don't matter.
Yes.
And this time they were like filming the help share their opinions. I was like,
Yes.
oh, they actually care about what they say.
The ladies also, I actually feel like we're pretty courteous to the crew members.
Yeah.
And even more so, I can totally see how my friend said that Mary is a really nice person in real life.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, are you sure? Because I'd only seen the first few seasons. And now I'm totally seeing what she's talking about. Like, Mary seems so nice. She's super nice to the staff on the ship. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, she took care of Angie a lot, but then I also think she just wanted to get away from the chaos.
Yeah, and Angie's not good at letting things go. She's like, if you said something, I have to say something. And which, like, is also fine, but I kind of side with Mary where it's like, it's not worth your energy. Like, just let it go and move on.
Oh, and didn't Bronwyn sleep on the deck because she
God,
hated
so
Brittany so
funny.
much?
Her and Brittany got in a fight. Man, I forget what it was that she said.
And then she threw Brittany's little dumb doll.
That was the next day.
So dumb.
That stupid
Also,
unicorn.
Are you 15
that
years old?
Jared Osmond
Yeah.
recorded for her.
I love you.
Right. You deserve to be loved. I don't even think it says he loves her. Just that she
Yeah,
deserves
because he would
love.
never admit that.
Right. Like, you deserve
Because
love.
otherwise he can't
Which
come
means he
back
should
and
be
say,
then
I
saying,
never said
so
that.
don't be with me. Like,
Yeah.
and the fact that she keeps picking him over her own daughter, which it, like, where I'm at right now, it does seem like her and her daughter are getting a little better, and she is finally putting that relationship ahead, which I guess better late than never, but still, like, how do you put someone else over your own child? Like,
because she is mentally a child. She's
Truth.
mentally a 14-year-old.
And then when she tries to be like, she's so, like, when she starts talking about Angie's selling her home and how she's a real estate agent, I was like, girl, shut your mouth. No one wants to hear what you have to say. You, like, it's empty up here. And I will say, like, a lot of people where it is a little empty up here, they might, like, they do tend to be good at their job, so they might know what's going on with their work. So maybe she is good at real estate or whatever. But still, if you're trying to make friends with this group of people that you're coming into, why would you lead with that? Because you're an idiot.
We're looking for connection here, not distance.
Right. Like, I don't think you've made a single friend, so I don't know why. I don't know why you think maybe she thought if I attack Angie, I'll bond with the people who hate her right now. But it's not really a great foundation for friendship. So.
Also, like, the people who hate her hate everyone, and no one has friends like Lisa, Meredith. Wait, do they hate Angie now? It's hard to keep track, honestly. Who hates Angie now?
Where I'm at right now, I do think that Lisa is not like getting. I don't think her and Angie are like close or getting along very well. Meredith isn't really getting along with anyone right now because of the flight home from the mega
Okay,
yacht.
so you've seen that.
From the
That's-
mega yachta.
That's the clip. That's the thing that everyone's like,
Dude, that's crazy. And she's like, it was maybe 30 minutes and then I slept forever. And they're like, we were all there. You cannot gaslight us.
and she's like, well, then why wasn't I escorted off the flight?
Right.
Why wasn't I
Why wasn't
escorted
there
off the
like
flight?
what are they called? Like a
Marshall.
yeah, like a air marshal.
marshal.
Like, why didn't they arrest me? Girl, that doesn't mean you weren't doing something awful. And they said you were kicking her seat and like pushing against it. They said that you were talking like, well, she had headphones in. How was I supposed to know she was eavesdropping on my conversation with a friend whom I was venting to? No, Meredith. I'm sorry. Look, I feel like I've defended Meredith and Lisa a lot throughout the seasons, like really trying to, probably just because they seem so fabulous. And so I'm like trying to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
But after this, and then Lisa in one instance is like, yeah, Meredith said you couldn't be her friend anymore if you're still friends with Brittany. And then the next time they hang out, she won't say it. And Heather is like, why won't you admit what you literally admitted last time? And Lisa's like, I never said that. I never said that. I don't say that. I'm a great friend.
Well, I think like also Mary was like so nice, and she went to Meredith. Was like, I'm just concerned about how you're doing. She's like, what are you talking about? And it's like Mary's like, I was there. I saw it.
Right.
Like she was like, it was, she's like,
that was not normal.
she's like, I don't know what you were told. She's like, I was there, Meredith.
Right? Like Bronwyn's the only one getting filled in here. Okay.
Yes.
And even then, once everyone got together, Bronwyn was like, look, Meredith, I tried to step up for you, but I'm hearing from everyone else what happened. And she's like, and I put my relationship with Whitney on the line, and I've probably fucked 2 relationships because I see that you're in the wrong.
Has Whitney yelled to Heather yet? You exploited my vagina.
That was actually like a couple seasons ago, but that is so funny.
so dumb.
About her book, because that was her book, Bad Mormon. And look, I listened to the audiobook, and what?
Well, Heather,
it's not even bad. She literally
Heather makes reference to it. She's like, this is what I said. And I was like,
and it
oh.
is. It's literally what she said in the book. And everything she said about Whitney is actually, in my opinion, very, like, positive. It's very, like, she's sexy. She's cool. She doesn't care what other people think. Whitney's just spinning it because she likes drama, I think.
Yeah.
Because she always is like, I just want to be honest about everything. And I'm like, no, you like drama. When someone vents to you, you think that has to be public information. Instead, you could just be a good friend, let somebody blow off some steam, keep that shit to yourself. No. I don't really like, it's hard for me to like Whitney. And then she got in an MLM, and she's like, I had no idea it was an MLM. Sure.
Yeah.
I just have a hard time believing
I think
that.
it's cool. It's not cool that her business failed. I think it's cool that, like, she's, like, admitted it. I don't know.
No, that I do agree with. And, like, hopefully she's learned her lesson and makes better decisions going forward. But, like, for all the honesty, let's be honest.
So, you're going to Greece.
We are going into Greece. And for, like, the 100th time... So Bronwyn had her little Boston Tea Party. And...
The wigs, those are awful.
And she's like, let's all decide what we're going to leave behind and throw it in the harbor. And everyone has like their box. And
this is a long season.
She says, no talking about each other's families, children's, or husbands. How many times do I have to say this? Like
6 times the charm.
like, look, someone's gonna say it again. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Yeah, they briefly had another friend, like Amy or something, on this season. So I don't know. Maybe she'll be on next season again.
Maybe.
When
does the next season come out? Brittany's still not on it regular, but she is funny. in that like you're laughing at her, not with her, kind of funny. But that's, I guess, sad. But she just, ooh. Like,
It's
girl,
hard because
come on.
like she makes bad decisions, but
then
then like
she's so sad.
the consequences are so bad that you still feel bad for her even though you know she made the wrong choice.
She's like a
Like
child.
when she recorded them and vile, you're disgusting, and everyone's just screaming at her.
She goes out.
She gets off the bus. She's like,
she's like dry heave crying. Like,
I mean, not laugh.
but
like,
she's like a child. Like she's like the most annoying kid that you're like, shut up, and then like they cry and you're like, you feel bad.
yeah, even though
It's their
their
fault.
actions that led us to this
And you
point.
feel bad because like a child doesn't know better, but then sometimes you're like, Brittany, you should know better.
And you're like, but she really doesn't. Like, who raised this woman? Like, oh,
Utah, people working together, Utah. Do you know that song?
I was like, what is this?
So I don't know the rest of the song, but everyone who's born in Utah, apparently that's their state song. They sang in school. That's the only words I know.
Wow,
Utah,
that's crazy.
people working together, Utah, and then it goes on. But I don't know the rest of it.
That is crazy to me. That is something people in school would learn.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I grew up in California, and people think we're raised crazy, but we aren't raised to recite things like this. Like,
I was raised in Virginia, and my elementary school was called Battlefield, and our mascot was the American soldier. And then we
I
changed.
don't like that.
Our school song was called Battlefield, but it was to the song like Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, but it was Battlefield, oh Battlefield.
No, thank you.
Come to learn and then to play. Every person, every day, something like that.
Personally,
Uh-huh.
I do not like humanoid mascots. I would like an animal or a mythical creature. The end.
To be fair, the American soldier mascot was
An animal.
he kind of looked like the Nutcracker. Like he was like kind of like a Nutcracker soldier, not necessarily like a human. Which
So kind of mythological,
Yes.
like a gnome.
yes, that's what he was on our shirts. So he just looked like a Nutcracker.
Got like the lines. Like
He was like a box.
I'm
Like
actually a marionette.
his arms were just two rectangles aside from his body. And then in my middle school was Freedom Middle, obviously. Virginia.
Freedom.
Yeah. Battlefield and Freedom. And then Chancellor,
Nice.
which has to do with the Civil War. That's like where the battles were. But to be fair, the school was built like on the battlefield. So like yay.
Nice.
Anyway, a little bit off topic there. We've been talking a while, so I have a missionary moment if you want to end off with a
Let's
missionary.
do
Missionary moment.
it.
So I wanted to share a moment of Spanish faux pas, and also I don't remember what I've shared on
What?
here. Spanish faux pas.
What?
Like a faux pas? Is that a word?
I do feel like that is like a Latin phrase, right?
Maybe.
But what does it mean?
I thought it was French.
Oh,
Faux
maybe
pas.
actually, that could be true. We have so many rando French words in English.
Random French words.
In
I think a faux
English.
pas is like a mistake. That's what it is. It's a mistake.
Oh, a mistake. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
So,
Faux.
pa. So, I wanted to share a time where you spoke Spanish so incorrectly. In my case, someone gasped out loud because of what I said.
Oh, I thought you meant that I did.
Oh, no.
Me? I'm perfect.
No. So, in my first area, I was learning Spanish, and a very common phrase there for, like, it's worth it. They basically say, like, it's worth the pain.
Oh, yeah.
So they say, vale la pena. And I made the mistake of saying, vale la pena, which, would you like to tell our listeners what pene means?
It's worth the penis.
It's worth the penis.
Which, like, yeah, maybe.
But So we're just teaching someone, random. She wasn't a member of the church, just a random lady who let us in. And she smoked, and we're talking about, like, oh, I like smoking. Also, how atrevido. What does atrevido mean? How aggressive? How forward of us? For be like, thank you for letting us in your house. You should stop smoking, and here's why.
Thank you for letting us in. Here's everything you're doing wrong.
Which, to be fair, smoking is bad, but maybe a little bit more tactful with that one. But I was like, I feel like quitting smoking would be worth the penis. And she was like, audibly was like, and then she said, ay, cuidado, which translates to, ooh, careful.
Shouldn't say, oh.
Yeah. I'm watching.
Like, watch yourself.
Yeah.
Oh,
The worst part was, though, I didn't notice that happened. I just heard her say
You just, like,
cuidado.
blew right through it.
Yeah, I was like, that's weird. She said that. And my companion was playing it all cool. And then she was our last lesson of the day. We walked home, and, like, he, like, rushes inside, picks up the phone, and calls, like, other missionaries.
This is how you learn.
And he's like, Elder, guess what my companion said? And I'm like, what? Like, I was probably preparing my, like...
Was this your trainer?
It was my second companion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I could see that even more.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm, like, preparing in my little, like, next day, like, end of day planning. And he's like, he said that it's worth the penis. And I'm like, no, I didn't.
Like, she's like, yeah, remember when she gasped? That is what you said.
Uh-huh. So
That's crazy.
yeah, and I would like to invite you to say anytime that maybe you said the wrong thing, like, or someone else. Remember, Feliz Navidad.
Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. I was like, I don't remember if I've ever said, and not because like I didn't know Spanish when I was learning it, obviously, but because like I feel like it took me a little longer to learn because I was one of those people who had a hard time getting over my fear of sounding stupid, and so it took me a little longer to speak more and learn fluently. But yeah, I was actually real annoyed by that. Look, I really like Elder Brown, all in all.
Harry Potter Brown.
Yes, he was like a nice guy, and like I haven't really talked to him post mission, but he seems like he's fine and doing well.
We were roommates. Like, he wasn't my companion, but there was four others.
Oh, there's
in the
four
house.
of you in a house.
Yeah.
We did exchanges because we were in the same district, and his companion, how I don't know, was district leader, and because it was Salgado from Chile, and we all know about him. So how, no idea. But he was obsessed with my companion, Xavier, who was so cool and one of my best. Honestly, I'm still friends with him. He was one of my best companions I had, and so sure, I guess I can see why, especially when you're a companion with Salgado, like why you would latch on to someone else. Yeah. But he was from Brazil. He was from Sao Paulo, and
to be fair, we all thought Brazilians were the coolest because they spoke Portuguese, and everybody on our mission wanted to learn Portuguese as well.
Yes. Well, and Xavier, he spoke English, Spanish, and Portuguese. Yeah. And so, like, him and I actually mostly spoke... Well, we spoke a lot of Spanish because we could speak English, and we did a little bit because he wanted to practice. And we spoke a little Portuguese because I wanted to practice. But, like, if we were trying to communicate, we were speaking Spanish because we were both fluent.
Yeah.
But Elder Brown was like obsessed with my companion. It was always trying to speak to him in Portuguese, and it was Christmas, and he was like, Feliz Navidad. And I was like, idiot. Because I'm a bitch. And yeah, my companion was very nice. He's like, so it's actually not Navidad in Portuguese.
So for those that don't know, Navidad is Spanish for Christmas.
For those of you who haven't heard, Feliz Navidad.
But when you're learning Portuguese from Spanish, a lot of the easiest ways to learn it is like, if it's like a dad, like,
then it's dachi.
Yeah, like la verdad. Yes. And so then It's an honest mistake.
No, absolutely. I
Ryan's
can see how he got
a
there.
bully.
Listen, at this point in my mission and the whole situation going on in my district, I was very judgmental and I was a little rude.
Wait, what was going on in your district?
Well, just like Salgado was
Salgado.
our district leader, and Brown was driving me crazy because I felt like he was trying to become a trio with us.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's not an option, and we don't want you.
Yeah.
Remember, you're trying to be good, and you don't want to play Dance Dance Revolution, so get the fuck out of here. Okay, I was nicer to him than that, but
These were all just thoughts in your
just
head.
my feelings
You never said it.
inside.
Yes.
And
Which is why something as simple as saying Feliz Navidad, you're like, idiot!
exactly. I was like, get the fuck away from me. So it's Feliz Natal, thank you. So yeah, which my companion let him know that in a kinder way than I just now showed. And he was like, oh wow. Anyway, yeah. But now it's my favorite thing.
Wait, was it on
every
Christmas
year.
Day?
It was like right around Christmas.
You were like, Merry Christmas. You idiot! Santa hates you and so does Jesus.
Okay, it's been like a year and a half. Okay, I was over it. But now every year it's my favorite thing to say. So thanks all around. So funny.
Well, I was trying to think. There's got to be other Spanish things. I know there's funny things that just like there's Hermana Beach, and they just straight up it's either Hermana Bitch or Hermana Bayach, which wasn't better.
And never playa.
Never playa. Elder Rutledge. They couldn't pronounce, so he just said, "I'm Elder Root Beer," and they were like, "Sure."
Oh yeah, I loved watching people try to pronounce Gokritz's last name,
Rutledge.
like a German last name. Go Kri. So fun.
I liked the Rutledge, which was, yeah, that's obviously Rutledge.
Sure, Rutledge, yeah.
Well, my last name is pretty easy, Olsen, but apparently I had someone like write me a card and they spelled my last name Omsom. Apparently that's what it sounds like to them. Omsom.
All the time people were like Gary Cooper. And I was like, who the fuck is that? Some actor, apparently. But to win people over real quick, I'd be like, well, my mom's maiden name is Silva. And they're like, oh my God, you were like fluent. I could hear it. I was like, yeah, I totally grew up speaking Spanish. No.
Who was it? What was the Jolly Kid's name? Elder
Fitzpatrick.
Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald. I'm sorry. Cody, forgive me.
Fitzgerald. He would say something like, it's translated to Guillermo or something.
So
He just
funny.
straight up lied. They're like, He's like, Elder Fitzgerald. It translates to Guillermo. Which,
Man, I love him. He was so great. He was from Ohio.
oh.
Ohio. No,
Is that
that's
their song?
O'Reilly.
O'Reilly.
That's what it actually is.
Parte se alto. I used to sing that in Spanish. I don't know. At work, because we had them come in all the time, and I was like, O'Reilly.
To learn Spanish in the
Parte se
beginning,
alto.
I would always just try to translate songs, but still sing them to the same tune, which obviously doesn't work because there's a trillion more syllables in Spanish.
That reminds me. Have we talked about I Believe in Christ, the song, in this podcast? No. I've never been able to recover from that. And so I never sing that song again. No believing in Christ for me. It just doesn't happen anymore.
It's like weird because like every hymn was pretty much the same between Spanish and English. Obviously the words or whatever, but like cadence of the song is the same, and then you get to I Believe in Christ, and it's not.
Well, I don't
It's
remember how
not.
it ends in English, but
That's not correct.
in Spanish, basically they just like sing it and then they slow it down and then it ends. And
then it just ends. There's
But-
no like wrap up, no fade out.
Well, we didn't know it ended. It slowed down, so we'd be like,
Building still.
yes, the song like I don't know the words in either language, but it was like, well, it's, I believe in Christ, He is mine. Da, 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 da. Then it builds. Da, 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 da. End. That's how it ended in Spanish. But it's supposed to go da 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 da. But we didn't do that because we didn't know the Spanish version. So it's like da 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 da.
I guess maybe
Thank
a
you.
syllable
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
They were like, we're gonna end it early.
Yeah. So in MTC we tried so we could not figure it out, and we just
It
was
was
like
bad.
da da da.
And anytime the rest of my mission that song would come up, I'd be like, oh no, like, not again.
Oh gosh, it was so bad. Yep, nope,
I'm
can't.
glad you can remember that because
Oh, I did.
I don't remember very many hymns. I don't think off
You
the top
don't?
of my head.
Oh man, that's like that was my favorite part about church was the hymns. So.
Oh, same because music. I probably remember way more primary hymns than regular.
I apparently I blocked out primary. I don't have very like almost no memory
Primary was
of
my
primary
favorite. And
songs.
then right before the mission, I was a primary teacher. And then on the mission, because I like to sing, we would host a lot of talent shows everywhere, and I'd always sing primary songs. So
Oh,
the best
nice.
ones, yeah.
The primary songs too, like they do slap. Even though
They are the best ones.
some of them are a little questionable, like Book of Mormon stories and the dances. Not great.
Especially when you do the hand signs.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
That's the worst one.
Like,
Yeah, I'd be curious to know if they still teach
I
that
feel like
in
they must stop.
primary.
Must have stopped. I feel like people always talk about scripture power.
It's giving how.
And you're Native American, so you can say that.
Yeah, thank you.
But what's the scripture power? That's one I have zero memory of ever singing. It must have not just been popular in my church, but
My favorite one is actually the baptism one.
oh my gosh.
I just love it. I don't know
Okay.
why the little tune is just like nice.
So, a little story about that song.
Okay.
So, I used to go out with the missionaries in high school because I was so cool. But no, a friend told me, and I was like, I don't know if I want to go on a mission because I had zero supervision. So my friend was like, well, my brother went out with the missionaries, and that really helped him figure out if he wanted to go or not. And I was like, oh, that's a good idea. So I went with the missionaries. They loved me. I was a homeschool kid with a car. They were like, take us everywhere. So they brought me to this blind lady's house.
They don't have to use their own miles. They can save them up to go to the movie theater in the next town.
Yes, yeah. I was doing the Lord's work. But I went to this blind lady's house in high school, and it was a very touching moment. Like, she was the nicest lady, and they were basically like trying to teach me how to teach the lessons, and she had already been baptized. And so they're like, we teach her the new member lessons after. And they're like, Greg, you're going to teach it, but she's blind, so you can just have the book out.
You don't have to have anything memorized.
Yeah, just have the book out. She's blind. Which, cool.
I'm sure she could sense it.
I know she didn't care, though. She was so
I'm sure she
nice.
could hear the pages.
She lived in downtown Fredericksburg in this cute little house, and she's like, she played the accordion.
That's cool.
Yes.
I love when people have like a unique talent.
Well, she played the baptism song at her own baptism on the accordion, so she played it for me.
I love that.
And that was like the first time I'd heard it since like a baptism. So probably like 10 years. So
The missionaries weren't doing a great job.
no. So that song like really touches my heart for that exact experience. And then I went to like one of Kensley's niece's baptisms, cousins kids, whatever those are. Second niece.
Yeah, I guess. We're in just seconds over here.
And they were giving talks and stuff about church and Jesus and all these things that are like important. And someone was crying, and I was like, I leaned into Kenzie. I was like, I feel I'm losing like my sensitivity, or maybe I'm just not as much of a, what do you call when you're very in touch with your emotions?
I don't But no, that's
Sure.
when you're like, no, an empath is more when you like you feel for other people.
Yeah, like I'm just having a brain fart, but the word's there. But it's basically like I was like, oh, my sentimentality or something, something like that. I was like, I fear I'm losing that, and like, the joke is I'm a very sensitive guy, but I was like, oh, these talks suck. I fear I'm losing my sense of like emotion to these things.
Yeah.
And then they're like, okay, the closing song will be this song. They started playing it, and I was like, oh, I like to.
You started playing it?
No, they started to play it,
Oh.
and I started to sing it, and all I said was I like to, and then I had to stop because I got choked up.
Oh, it's such a good one.
Musical's just a powerful thing, okay?
No, music really is.
I always sang at the first lessons. My companions always thought it was weird, but I like to sing, so I had my little Spanish hymn book.
I rarely sing to people.
I always did, because Uruguayans think I sing well. I don't.
Honestly, I should have gotten more on board with that because I probably would have felt the best ever in my life.
Uruguayans, they're like, you
But
sound like
I
an
always
angel.
just felt like
I'm
it was awkward to be like, and can we sing now?
I thought of it more as how wonderful for you that you get to hear my voice
For free.
Yes. But so the second to last week of my mission, things were like rough. I have to talk about that whole story later, but basically things were rough. And we were just knocking doors, and like I was just, I was diligent. Some people at that time may have given up, not me. Ryan and everyone else, but I was like, no. But I was we knocked on this door, and of course there was a Uruguayan house, which means there's 2 rooms and 1 wall with no door. And she's like, yeah, you can come listen. My husband's in the next room, though. Don't ask him. Don't talk to him. He hates you. He wants you to die. Just like, basically like, he's letting me let you guys in, but do not even acknowledge his existence, kind of thing. I was like, okay, calm down. So of course we sing a song. One of my least favorites, which is
Then why'd you sing it?
I'm a Child of God.
I hate that song.
I hate that song.
The worst.
It's like the most overplayed Mormon song out there.
It's disgusting. It's the main character of Mormon hymns.
But Latinos love that song.
Can't stand it.
But we sang that song, and this big buff guy comes from the other room, and he's like, that's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard.
Oh my god.
And then, like any true missionary moment, he listened to us, and he got baptized 2 weeks later.
That's insane.
It is. He got baptized
Wow.
after I finished the mission, and like they sent me a picture. I was like, oh my gosh.
That's crazy.
Yep, that's the kind of missionary I was.
My companion from Argentina.
Mm-hmm. But the power of music, guys, can convert people into a religion that you might believe in.
Yeah. And it can also just make you feel so much better about your situation.
Yes.
When I was in Montevideo, it was very hard. The city was so much harder than the country to just get people to talk to you.
Yeah.
So your days were so long because you had nowhere to go and no one was inviting you into their apartment. So we would go during the siesta to the church building, which was like it was 7 floors of this size skyscraper.
Oh, that's cool.
It was very cool.
I never got to be in the city, so I wouldn't know these things.
But we would go during the siesta, and he would play the piano.
Your companion?
Yeah, to Josh Groban music, and
Ooh.
I would sing at the pulpit.
That sounds fun.
It was the best.
Who was playing
He was
piano?
like, "You have such a good voice." I was like, "Oh my god, thank you."
Who was it?
It was Elder Cáceres. He was from Salta or Argentina, and he had gone to culinary school, so he was a chef. Dude, he hated the way I cooked. And I was like really weird about egg yolks before the mission.
Yeah.
And like I love it now. I'll have a runny egg, whatever. But like
Eggs Benedict.
yeah, but I would just like cook my egg all the way through, and he's like, "What is wrong with you?" I will say I struggled a lot with him actually because he was pretty lazy. And I would go stir crazy just sitting in the apartment. So that's when we came up with this idea. And I was like, at least we're getting out of the house. And I would just stand at the pulpit and move the mic. And I would just sing these Josh Groban songs.
That's so cool.
It was so fun.
I remember, okay, we're going really long on this, but this is hilarious. We did like zone conferences, and we always had musical numbers. And I did theater in high school, but I'm not like
Theater.
I did theater, and I'm not like I never did high school choir or anything, and I didn't know how to lead music
Or band.
or band. Yeah, I didn't know how to play an instrument. I just knew how to sing really loudly in an ensemble.
And really well.
And very well that a really bulky, scary guy got baptized in the name of the Lord because of it. But we had this zone conference. Do you remember Elder Gome?
Tim. Yeah, I like Tim.
I did too.
He's from like a podunk town in Idaho.
That tracks. But he was in charge of making this like music thing, and he made the whole thing, and he gave me like a solo in it.
Wait, I was at this zone conference.
Okay. Just you wait. Like again, I didn't do any of this. He just gave me the solo because of my voice. And then he's like, at the very, very like we practiced it one last time before we were about to go on.
One last time.
He's like, okay, just one slight alteration. I will be the soloist and Greg will conduct. And then I was like, wait, what? I'm like, I don't.
He was like, I want a chance to shine.
Yes, I was
Like,
like,
he had like a really deep voice, and you have like a good like baritone, like you can go up and down.
I like to think, like a baritone.
I like to think same.
No, like a true baritone, like the guy from Pentatonics. That's like the baritone. What's his name?
Gay.
Well,
Scott.
Two of them are
Scott.
gay. Okay.
Mitch is the other gay one.
Okay.
I'm like, I should know this. I touched them both, not in a weird way.
Why did you
I
say
like
it
a
like
concert because they touched me.
Okay.
You know how you get
Touched.
touched?
But it was just like, I was like, okay.
It's actually Kelly Clarkson.
I guess Anyway, I was like, I'll just swat flies here and pretend like I am conducting this. And then he got his time to shine.
I don't really know how to. I do the same thing over and over because that's what I learned in church.
I eventually learned, like, if it's 3-3 time, you do like a triangle, and if it's 4-4 time, you do a cross.
I always just do the triangle. Thank you.
And if it's 2-2
With
time,
a little boop at the bottom.
if it's 2-2, you
And
do.
triangle. And boop.
But you have to go. Anyway. Sometimes it doesn't work because it's in a 4-4 song. You can't do a triangle.
Who cares?
Over.
No one's paid attention.
Okay,
to
that's
you.
true. No one's
No one knows how
attention.
to watch the conductor and understand what their sign language means.
Yes, unless you're in Uruguay, if you're called to be the music person, you're obviously the best singer, and you should sing louder than everybody. Because that happened in every ward I was in. This one girl, she's like scream singing because she's the conductor, and she was like sword fighting. Have I told you this story?
I don't think so.
She was conduct like this.
Like she's what is that called? The fencing.
Fencing.
Yes.
She would like slash the air like it's the most dramatic huge arm, and she'd just be like the loudest song like.
Honestly, when you are conducting, you really should do whatever you want because no one knows what you're doing. You can be like, like you're what is that? Like an orchestra, like a symphony.
Yeah. I think the audacity of every now and then you get like someone who's like in the restroom, they're like, I am not standing up. They're like, you took the little power you had and you've already abused it.
I will remain sitting, please. Thank you very much to you. Thank you.
Yes. Like, how dare you instruct us to stand to sing? You have one job, and it's to pretend like you matter.
Your power has been extinguished.
As a person that's been my calling so many times, is just to swat the flies up there. It's my favorite calling.
Swat the flies. I love it.
Because it's better, because if you have to have a calling, that's the best one.
I like one that no one really checks up on. Like, what are those called? What are they called?
Indexers.
Yes, it's like the family history people.
Yep, indexers. They're basically like, do the bare minimum, and we're not going to check, but we expect you
Show
to do
up
this.
or don't. We don't care.
Yes.
You have a title.
Yes. We did this so you have a check mark by your name, and we don't have to worry about you, because we also can't rely on you on anything.
In case you can't tell, we love singing phrases.
Yes.
Just regular sentences.
And if you think,
You're welcome.
And go ahead and submit your theme song ideas now, and we'll vote for the best one.
Oh, I love that, actually. Yeah.
Kinsey created a song for her podcast, Sisters Not Wives, and it sounds great. It sounds like a Rihanna
That
song.
sounds great. Please comment below what you'd like the theme song to be, and we'll throw a little tune into it. Or you can leave an audio message if you want.
Yeah. We're receiving voice singing only messages.
Yes. I'll take lyrics. I don't mind putting the tune together.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not really great at that, but we'll figure it out.
Should we end with a hymn?
Definitely not. We could end with
What if we have
Tcherere. Just full circle on that.
Okay, no chew. Okay, no cha.
I'm like, wait, is there like one more I can think of?
Should we end? You know how like Las Culturistas, they end every episode with a song? We should end it
Do
with.
they?
You do.
Oh.
We should end every
I don't think
episode
I've
with
listened to
a
full
Latino
episode.
song.
Like a Spanish one. Oh, I would love that. You can do like. I can't think of anything. Picturing my Portuñol
corazón. Que los lágrimas jamás le voy a dar.
Such a good song, honestly.
Yeah, it's really nice. Anyway, thanks for coming.